Hi everyone. I've got a really great practice in store for you today. We are going to fire up those glutes. Yeah. We've got yoga poses for strong glutes, the Iyengar Yoga way. Yeah, there's not much else I should say really. We should just get to it. It's going to be a challenging practice, but very accessible at the same time. So I say, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to reference 3 points on the bottom of the foot, and this is something I end up speaking to quite often in my teaching. So you may have heard this already from me, but 3 points of the foot here. Big toe mound right here, inner heel right here. So we've got these 2 points on the, sort of the inner edge of the foot. And then right here, the center point on the outside edge of the foot, right there. These 3 points, when your feet are on the ground, generally speaking, I feel like those 3 points need to dig deeper into the ground than the rest of the foot. And when you're able to utilize your foot in that way, with those 3 points, the arch gets nice and strong. You're spreading the awareness, the alertness on the bottom of the foot efficiently, around. So in the work that we're going to do today, those 3 points are really important. Okay, so now let's begin with Parshva Hasta Padangusthasana, Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana 2. And this variation here where you've got the lifted leg and it's bent up on some height here on a chair. Okay, so if you notice here how I'm standing, I've got my lifted foot just a little forward on the chair, so it's more in line with the big toe or maybe even further forward than that. Okay, then stand really tall in your standing leg and deep in your hip socket here, rotate your right thigh out. Okay, stack the knee over the ankle and see that the shin bone is upright. Now, one thing to watch for is that I don't want the shin bone to get heavy and just kind of fall back here. So, right, I don't want the shin bone just, if I'm here like this and I'm telling you to roll the thigh out, I don't want you to just let it go back like that. Keep the knee over the ankle and deep in the hip socket, externally rotate. Okay, so keeping that shin bone really upright. Okay, watch for that. All right, so now picking up here where we just left off, you're standing on your left leg, right leg is up. You've got a little bit of this crossover stance here. Really tall, turn. Now go to those 3 points on the lifted foot, on your right foot. Big toe mound, inner heel, push, and then roll the outside edge of your right foot down and find that center point. Activate those 3 points, okay? Now pressing those 3 points into the chair seat, try to slide the chair further away, okay? Now take your right hand and just touch your buttocks. Okay, we're working here on developing strength in the glutes. Those buttock muscles need to go strong. So how do you know if you're firing, if you're activating? Use your hand. I literally take my hand and I do this, like this, and feel when it's hard, it's strong, it's activated. If not, then you haven't quite gotten it yet. Okay, so stand tall in the left leg, deep in the hip socket, externally rotate your right thigh out. Pressurize those 3 points into the chair seat and now try to slide the chair away. Slide it away. With your hand, just check out what's happening. See if you're getting those buttock muscles to fire. Suck in. Yeah. Okay, suck in at the left hip. Press those 3 points. Slide the chair away more. Slide it away more. Feel what's happening on the inner leg. Feel what's happening on the outer leg. Underside of the leg. Feel it. And again, buttock muscles, those glutes, are they engaged? Are they firing? Maintain it, hold it for a little bit. Here you can also extend your arms, turn your palms, and then even Urdhva Hastasana. Raise your arms straight up. Okay, and then release, lower down, Tadasana. Okay, turn yourself around and go now for the second side. So stand on your right leg and left leg up. Okay, stand really tall in your right hip, deep in your left hip socket, externally rotate. And again, watch for what I had mentioned, what I showed before. Stack the knee over the ankle and don't let it just hang back. Don't let it get heavy. Maintain it upright and insist that the movement come deep, deep in the hip socket. Okay, now find those 3 points of your left foot. Big toe mound, inner heel, outside edge of your foot. Grow those 3 points, stronger, stronger, deeper into the seat of the chair and start to slide the chair away from you. Don't let your foot slip, but press the chair and try to slide it away. Slide it away. And again, feel what's happening. Feel what's happening. Are you getting those glutes to fire? Are you getting those buttock muscles to engage? Pressurize those 3 points of the foot. Slide the chair away. Yes, deep in the hip socket. You're turning, it's spinning, it's continuous. Maintain all of this. Observe. Inner leg, outer leg, underside of the leg, feel it. And the whole time here, resist the outer hip of your standing leg. Okay, and then go for Urdhva Hastasana. Turn your palms up, shoulders down, raise your straight arms up to the ceiling. Maintain everything. Stand tall in your standing leg and the foot that's on the chair, push, push, slide the chair away. All right, and then release. Lower your arms, lower your leg. Stand in, Tadasana. Okay, let's take what we've just done and translate it now into Virabhadrasana 2. Okay, you don't have to work at a wall. You can certainly do this in the middle of the room, but because we're really focused on a particular action right now, on it firing up those buttock muscles, I do find having the wall for that extra stability and reference is really quite helpful. So I'll teach it this way, and then if you have access, you can do this as well. Okay, left foot into the wall. And then take a nice big step here with your right foot. Okay, turn your right leg out, turn right from the hip and draw the heel under. Okay, know where the front of your pose is, anchor back through the left thigh, and from the inner leg here, hit out and push the wall. Now suck in at your left hip. Okay, did you catch that sort of circular rotation, right? From the inner leg, hit out, push your heel into the wall and suck the outer hip in. Okay, and then check that buttock. Is it firm? Is it not firm? See what's happening there. Then maintain everything you've just done here on the left side. Find the 3 points on your right foot that we've talked about. Yes, you can lift the toes. Sometimes that helps to, sensitize the bottom of the foot a little bit. Press those 3 points and sucking this left hip in, pushing those 3 points, slide away, slide away, slide away, and bend. Slide the floor away underneath your right foot there. Okay, push the wall with your left outer foot. Suck in at the outer hip here, rotate your right thigh out and press those 3 points, slide the floor, and again check with your hand. What's happening? Is the buttock firing? Are those glutes firing? Check in. Broaden yourself across your front pelvis, okay, arms to the side, okay, you can just have fingertips on the wall, yeah, and breathe here. Pressurize those 3 points, push the floor, don't give up. Don't give up, push the floor more. Then check in with the back leg again. Equally push the wall and slide the floor away. Open yourself up. Okay, inhale, come back up. Turn your foot forward. You can heel toe yourself back together and stand in Tadasana. Okay, now let's do second side. So you're gonna turn yourself around or depending on where your wall is. Okay, and put this time your right foot against the wall. Okay, so right foot up against the wall. Take a nice big step into the room here. And begin the action here with this back leg. Okay, from the inner thigh, hit out, press your heel into the wall and suck your outer hip in. Inner thigh, outer heel, outer hip. Find that dialogue. Okay, and then again, check in with the buttock. Are the glutes firing? Feel it, maintain this. Then turn your left leg out, Turn the toes, draw the heel under, get the rotation deep in the hip socket. Okay, now find the 3 points of your left foot. Big toe mound, inner heel, outside edge of the foot. Suck in at the right hip and pressing those 3 points into the floor. Slide the floor away and bend. Slide and bend. Okay, bend your knee, push those 3 points, slide the floor away. Roll that buttock under. Okay, then check in with your back leg. From your inner thigh, hit into the wall with the heel, suck in there, bend a little more. Bend a little more. Pressurize those 3 points, slide the floor away from you. Can you keep your mind in both ends, right, at the same time? Push the heel into the wall, slide the floor away from you underneath your left foot. Open up across the front pelvis. Okay, you can have the arms to the side, you can have your hands on your hips, you can reach your arms straight up. You do whatever you want here, right? Whatever works here for you, but focus on firing those glutes. Okay, inhale, come back up, turn your foot forward, heel toe yourself, back together, and stand in Tadasana. Okay, let's build on this. Okay, so Virabhadrasana 2 again, left foot into the wall, nice big step into the room with your right foot, turn your right leg out. Okay, as before. From your inner left thigh, hit into the wall, right, outer heel, and suck that hip in. Pressing the 3 points of your right foot, slowly start to bend, 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 slide the floor away underneath that foot. Okay, now from here, you're going into just a short Utthita Parshva Konasana. Short by, I mean, not a long holding. Okay, reach your right arm, hinge to the right side, and then lengthen yourself down. And see, if you touch the floor with your hands, then fine. If you need to raise the floor a little bit, then take a brick. Okay, deep in your right hip socket, externally rotate, press your leg against your arm, arm against your leg, and turn yourself from right to left. Again, press the 3 points of that right foot into the floor and slide the floor away. Now immediately let's go to Trikonasana. Pressing those 3 points, slide the floor and slowly start to straighten your leg, pull the outer leg up into the hip, but then slide the floor away underneath your foot there. Do that, do it more. Turn your abdomen, turn your rib cage. With this top arm, just hover it down your side flank. Okay, with your left heel, push the wall, suck in at the left hip, rotate your right thigh out and pressing the 3 points of your right foot into the floor, slide it away more, engage those buttock muscles. Lift your chin a little, head back, Utthita Trikonasana. Okay, now with absolutely straight legs, push your back heel into the wall and swing back up. Turn your foot forward, heel toe yourself, back together, and stand up in Tadasana. Okay, second side. Okay, turn yourself around. If you know here you might need a brick, have it ready to go. And this time, right leg into the wall. Nice big step into the room with your left leg. And turn your left leg out. From the hip, get that full external rotation. Okay, now establish a strong back leg. From your inner thigh, hit your heel into the wall, suck that hip in. And then pushing the 3 points of your left foot into the floor, slide away and bend. Slide away and bend. Remember that's those two opposing directions. Right heel into the wall, slide the floor away with your left foot. Go lower. Now here, reach the left arm and hinge to the left side, lengthen the underside of the body, and then go down. Figure out if you need some height, take it, and then rotate your left thigh out more. Okay, now pressing that left foot, 3 points into the floor, slide the floor away and begin to straighten. Slide the floor away and pull the thigh bone up as you straighten. Slide the floor away, pull the outer leg into the hip. Now turn your abdomen away. Turn from left to right. Chin back, chin, head up just a little, chin back, revolve, and take that top arm and just hover it down your side flank. With your right heel, push the wall, suck in at the right hip, Deepen the left hip socket, externally rotate, but continue to engage those buttock muscles. Slide the floor away. Slide it away more. Okay, now push the wall with your back heel, and with straight legs, swing up, and then walk yourself back to Tadasana. Okay, be here for a moment, steady yourself, breathe. Okay, next on the agenda, we have Virabhadrasana 3. Okay, so have maybe a chair or some kind of stool, some height, a piece of furniture, and place your hands on your prop, and then walk back into Ardha Uttanasana. Okay, like an L-shaped position here with your legs right under you, and reach your hips back. Have your feet right together. Now these legs are doing Tadasana. Big, broad feet. Those 3 points of the feet that I keep referencing, be mindful of them here and descend into the floor with those 3 points. Okay, press your thighs back, reach the corners of your hips back, and then just raise your eyes for a moment, rotate your upper arms from the inside out and slide your shoulder blades away from your neck, and then reach your chin and chest slightly forward. Okay, now transfer the weight onto your right leg, resisting this right hip into the midline, and then raise your left leg up. Okay, you can point your toe just a little bit, flare the back of that lifted thigh open, and from your inner groin to your inner heel, reach. Now concentrate here on this standing leg. Shift the weight to the midline. Yeah, suck that right outer hip into the body. Okay, chin and chest slightly forward, and then raise your lifted leg up. From the inner leg, lift it. Now, if you have the balance here, take your right hand and just feel what's happening to that buttock of the standing leg. And you tell me if those glutes are firing. Okay, reach into that lifted leg, chin and chest forward, hold it there. Okay, and then release, lower your leg, Ardha Uttanasana. And then from here, bend your knees, walk forward. Let's just take a moment here in Tadasana. Okay, second side. Again, hands on your setup, walk back for Ardha Uttanasana. Find it. Feet together. From the back of your legs, lift up. Okay, open the back of your thighs. Open the back of your knees. Hips back. Okay, rotate your upper arms, chin and chest slightly forward. Okay, now this time here, stand on your left leg and raise your right leg up. From the inner leg, lift it. So back of the thigh, open it up. Broaden. Okay, now shift your weight to the midline on your standing leg and suck that left outer hip in. Suck it in more, more, more. Now feel what's happening. You may be sinking into one shoulder, right? So feel the touch of your hands on your setup, even yourself out, reach into that lifted leg, feel what's going on here, suck that left hip in. Okay, and again, if you have the balance, you can feel what's happening in the buttock with your hand. Maintain it, see if you can hold it. All right, and then release. Ardha Uttanasana, and then bend your knees, walk forward, and stand up in Tadasana. Okay, let's repeat that one more time, but I'm going to show a different presentation here with a little bit of, I think, added challenge. So you can certainly repeat the way we've just done it, or if you want to give this a try, then see how you fare. Okay, so for this one, you're going to start with your forehead supported. So instead of the arms, you're going to place your forehead on your support. And then again, walk your legs back there into, some kind of like Ardha Uttanasana position here. Okay, and then take your hands just to your hips. Okay, so this is the starting place here. And then from here, same, it's the same presentation, it's the same pose, Virabhadrasana 3. Stand on your right leg and raise your left leg up. Okay, but it's gonna challenge the ankles, the hips, in a slightly different way here. Okay, stand really tall in the right hip, flare the back of the left thigh open, reach that inner leg away. Wrap your elbows back a little bit. Yeah, just maintain it, hold it here. Suck in really strong on the hip of the standing leg. Okay, and then release. Pause here, breathe. Okay, you can support the arms and, first give it a go like this. This is gonna make it significantly more available, okay? But if you're ready, if you feel confident, you feel secure, you can keep your hands on your hips, stand this time on your your left leg, and raise your right leg up. Okay, stand tall in that left hip. Suck it into the midline, flare the back of the right thigh open, raise it higher. Raise it from the inner leg. Don't just let the hip, turn, but lift from the inner leg. Okay, suck the left hip in. Feel what's going on there, that buttock muscles, those glutes. Okay, notice the challenge to the ankle. All right, and then release. And then slowly walk forward and come up. I feel like that one is deceptively simple. All right, I have one more standing pose to show you, done through the lens of firing up those glutes. Okay, so for this, we're gonna do Ardha Chandrasana. And if you have some height, again, for the back leg, it'll just make it easier to get into the pose. You'll see I took a little bit of height here as well, so the bricks. And then I've positioned 2 blankets, and I made them long and skinny. I've put a 3-fold one on top of the other. Truthfully, if you happen to have a sandbag, that would probably be, more ideal. But I want to show a presentation just with props that are probably more easily accessible in your homes. Okay, so you're gonna raise one leg up onto your height, and then you're gonna place your long and narrow blankets here, which is functioning like a weight, on your calf. Okay, and then get yourself down. Okay, so the standing leg, I'm standing right now on my right leg and my toes are facing towards the brick. Okay, my lifted leg is up on the height here. And I'm just gonna keep my right hand here on the brick. You can even have it on the floor. It's up to you. Okay, now this standing leg here is a little bit bent. With it bent, in the hip socket there, externally rotate, press the 3 points of your right foot into the floor and slowly start to straighten that leg. Okay, turn yourself from right to left. Now, okay, with the benefit of this extra weight on your lifted leg here, lift up off your height. Okay, so those blankets are pressing the outer shin down, and against that resistance, lift your foot up. So calf, outer shin there, down, and foot goes up. And then engage. Yeah, feel what's happening at the buttocks there. The right buttock and the left buttock, both will be working in a particular way. Okay, lift up there. Hold it. And just hover your arm by your side flank, turn yourself right to left. Okay, and then release. And then to come out, you can sort of figure it out. But they're soft props, so they can fall. Okay, and then let's do it on the second side. So again, if your props got messy, you can just tidy them up. I was doing here 2 triple folded blankets so that they stayed, kind of in a directed way there on my calf. Okay, and then this time you're gonna stand on your right leg, the left leg comes up, and I place the support. I turn the toes of my left foot towards the bricks here as I get into position. Okay, and then from here, you're going into Ardha Chandrasana. So from a bent leg, turn the knee, turn the thigh, and then slowly straighten the leg there. Okay, and then from here, try to lift your foot up. Okay, let the blankets press down, but lift your foot up. And just feel what's happening in here. Okay, turn your abdomen this time, left to right, and lift higher. Lift higher. Oh, yeah, it's not easy. Suck in at that left hip. And then raise your leg up. Raise it up. Okay, and then release. And bring yourself up to standing. Okay, we've done all that firing. Now let's treat ourselves to a really nice Shavasana. I'm gonna show you a prone Shavasana. It's one that I really, really enjoy personally. I just find that this presentation, it allows the buttock muscles, the hamstrings to really let go. Right, to just really relax. My low back really enjoys it as well. So you'll need a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, then take, and I'll just show you here, you can take some blankets or maybe a towel and fold it so that it's the shape of a bolster, right? You can, and then take a bunch of them and stack them on top to give you some height. Okay, if you've got the bolster, then use that. And just begin here with your legs, your shins on the bolster, and your feet are hanging off the ends. Okay, can you see that? And then from here, you're gonna come forward, and as you lower yourself down, just let your legs roll off to the side of that bolster. So the back of the legs here are rolling from the inside out, and you get that really nice spreading. Okay, and then with your arms, you can rest your head in your hands. You can have the head down. You can turn it to the side. If you prefer to have a blanket for your head, then of course you do that. Work it out, and yeah, just be here. Okay, relax completely. Just settle here. Let go completely, and take a few conscious breaths. Inhale, exhale. Okay, now you can stay here for some time. You stay for however long is good for you and for your day, but I'm gonna leave you here. Okay, thank you so much for practicing with me. I do hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll look forward to doing it again.